I am so looking forward to this. It's about time we speak about these unique differences that make us stand out from the masses or other people who are not like us, who they're also different from us. So I feel celebrating our uniqueness and our differences is important. I'm not here to say one is better than the other. We all serve our own unique individual purposes, family purposes, and then collective purposes. So this is definitely very dear to my heart. Not too long ago, my sister brought this up to my brother and I, saying, yo, she feels like each of us in some way, shape, or form on the spectrum. And admitting to that in the past used to feel icky because, well, I guess in this part of the world where I'm at, this Western society, it's not really celebrated. Maybe not all people celebrate it, but you tell somebody else you got dyslexia, ADHD, you're going to be looked at differently on the spot. So you got to find clean ways or softer ways to let people know how you're different, like being an introvert. And even if you start to mention those unique differences to people, some people will think you're using it as a crutch or an excuse, or you're labeling yourself. Even the way I grew up learning in school, my goodness, I struggled with a lot of academical stuff in class. I struggled with a lot. I still remember to this day when I was in kindergarten and my teacher said to my parents that I'm very good at certain things or certain tasks in class, but one thing that they noticed about me was I daydreamed a lot. Now, if these differences were observed a lot sooner and earlier in everyone's development, and school systems are built around our differences in learning and receiving information, how our brains operate. Some people operate through visual, some people operate through sound, some people operate through both, and some people are not necessarily weaker, just slower. You just take in or digest information at a different pace than the other person. Doesn't mean one is bad. The fact that we all exist and have our differences, there's something to be said about that. Now, if it's through bad diet or a disorder or trauma, and this trauma seems to be repeating itself or manifesting itself in these different expressions of being, then we can say, okay, cosmically, we're not supposed to have ADHD. Cosmically, we're not supposed to have dyslexia. Cosmically, we're not supposed to have neurodivergent or multipotentialite, and so on and so forth. But the fact that these things exist, they exist for a reason. Some people even find solace in the fact that some of their favorite celebrities are dyslexic or have ADHD or multidivergence or neurodivergence, and it's good. It's good because it gives them that whole, oh, this person I really like and somehow connect with, even though he or she doesn't know me. I can vibe with them. No one is saying to use these things as excuses, but I feel these things are part of learning about who and what we are. Because I remember growing up being taught about God through the Bible, that God doesn't make any mistakes. So therefore, these differences can't be mistakes. It's better to just understand them, learn them, and in the world we live in across the globe, every country, every nation, it's only common sense that everyone should be understood properly. Know thyself, understand yourself. Self-love stems from knowing what you are, who you are, why you are, how you are, and what your ancestry is, or your bloodline is, or your blood type. The same way people who have sickle cell blood types always ask about other people who they're dating. So it only makes sense. Knowing your spirit family, your spirit group, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of this discussion from the Ancestral Voices YouTube channel. So everybody who is interested in this, I suggest you put a note on your calendar and join the stream. I better make sure nothing is going on that weekend. Since I'm the one promoting it right now, I better make sure my weekend is clean that day. Because boy, living with this neurodivergent and everything else that's stacked up, the more and more I learn, the more I'm like, I don't care. Even the parents who gave birth to me didn't know certain things and they struggle to learn, let alone some random idiots who doesn't know who they are and what they are to be telling me, oh, you're not supposed to say you're this. You're not supposed to call yourself that. It's actually a crutch. You can go and find a tight rope around your neck and then do the rest. It sounds dark, but I've had to swallow bullshit from people, man. Family members, friends, and strangers. They are telling you how to be, yet they are not how they're supposed to be. Can you imagine the irony and stupidity? Any entity who has mastered itself and is still mastering itself, male or female, will have the inkling of how to assist another person because they will know different spectrums of being. So there's no mockery, there's no shade to say you shouldn't be. There'll be very intelligent, balanced, and wise ways to assist you to find your true center, your true being, your true essence, and draw from your mother's side, your father's side, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your lineage, and see the similarities that keep reoccurring and figure out why these energies or these aspects of being are reoccurring. Now, the fact that myself and my two siblings share this neurodiversity, that one is already clear. I don't even need textbook. But sometimes I read up on certain things, you just let me know, okay, let me see these similarities, so that way I'm aware of the aspects of this spectrum that I flow from. And I used to see it as a bad thing before, but not anymore, thankfully. Even my content creation or my creative expression through video, sound, audio, whatever it is, YouTube, gaming, all these things stem from the multiple aspects, the multiple spectrums of me. People will make movies and say a multiverse and parallel earths, forgetting that sometimes the different variations of your one being or your personality you have, the fact that on Monday you feel a particular way, on Wednesday, I'm not saying Monday because of how people feel about Monday, but just an example, or maybe when it's when the seasons change, you express yourself differently, the colors you wear. So I feel it's best to celebrate all these unique aspects of your being to become the better version of yourself. That's the whole idea after all, is it not? Thank you all for listening. Thank you all Ancestral Voices for making this event. I'm looking forward to it.